Hey, it's Will Wofford with Berkshire Hathaway, York Simpson Underwood Realty, and today I'd like to take you on a tour of North Hills Subdivision, as well as we'll cover some parts of Chestnut Hills, Stratton Park, and Briarcliff. So come on, let's take a ride and let's go see North Hills. North Hills is the original subdivision within the larger North Hills area adjacent to the old North Hills Mall. So this is really the neighborhood where it all began. It's also the neighborhood I grew up in on Kimberly Drive, so I've watched all this unfold, and as a result, I think it's appropriate that we include Chestnut Hills, Stratton Park, and Briarcliff. And I'll point these areas out as we ride through. Okay, there are 1,220 homes in the combined neighborhood with an 89% owner occupancy. The original homes were built primarily in the mid-60s and 70s, and the combined area sits to the north of the original North Hills Mall between Six Forks, Millbrook, North Hills Drive, and the 440 Beltline. There were 56 resale homes sold in the last 12 months and 117 sold in the last 24 months for a median price of $510,000. So turnover is right around 5.5%. So I'd say that's fairly consistent turnover in the neighborhood. So if this is an area that you like and the price meets your criteria, there's a good chance you can find what you want here, but you'll likely be competing with multiple buyers if the house is priced correctly. There were also 17 new construction homes sold in the last 24 months with a median price of $1,050,000 with around 3,600 square feet. You'll find a variety of architectural styles in the neighborhood, such as ranch, split level, dutch-colonial, colonial, traditional, and craftsman, but the majority of older homes are typically ranch or split levels. In the summer, spring, and fall, this area enjoys tremendous curb appeal with beautifully landscaped yards, mature tree-lined streets, and well-manicured green spaces. Okay, I want to show you North Hills Park. This is a city-maintained park with a really nice Little League baseball field as well as a recreation area, equipped with several sheltered areas that you can rent to host birthday parties, reunions, etc., complete with grills and picnic tables. I want to point out the woods you see behind the field and the sheltered area. The woods are part of the overall park, 12 acres in total, I believe, and Raleigh's Park and Recreation Department maintains North Hills Park. The park is a staple in the neighborhood, and I remember playing Little League Baseball here when I was a kid. Also, there's an additional 13 acres adjacent to the park that also serves as a buffer to the west that adjoins the park and backs up to the 440 Beltline. So the houses you see here right now on Kershaw back up to those woods and benefit from the buffer they provide from the noise of the 440 Beltline. In addition to the park, there are also two neighborhood swim clubs in the area, the North Hills Club and the North Brook Club, both complete with swim and tennis facilities, and we'll pass those in a few minutes. Okay, you can't see it, but we're passing Meadow Hill, which is a very small neighborhood that was built in the 80s with just a few homes. Okay, we're on Northbrook in the center of North Hills, and we're getting ready to turn into Stratton Park. Let's see, right here. Stratton Park is a small neighborhood with 17 homes that was built in the late 80s. And this was actually part of my backyard growing up. I can tell you it was some challenging topography, but they really did a nice job with these homes. And they left lots of natural buffers in between Stratton Park and Northbrook, North Hills, and Kimberly Drive. right, so we're coming up to North Hills Drive, and here's a quick peek at Northbrook Swim and Tennis Club. Well, so as you'll see, Northbrook's complete with a small clubhouse that you can rent out. And I remember spending all my summers here growing up. And it's a really nice part of the neighborhood that's easily accessible for everyone at an affordable price. I think it is kind of hard to get in now, and there's a waiting list, but it's definitely worth it. As we get back on North Hills Drive, we're passing Kimberly on the right. And to the left, just a little further up, is the Greenway. So you can access the Greenway here and take it to Shelley Lake. So everything you see on both sides of the street is in the North Hills subdivision. And we'll take a left up here and go down Thayer Drive and come back around and go up Kimberly on our way to Chestnut Hills. So North Hills in general has always been popular, and I think it's likely because the neighborhood location is just so convenient to everything that's happening really on both sides of North Hills, as well as essentially everything in Raleigh, since you're right off the 440 belt line and Six Forks Road. And Six Forks essentially cuts right through the center of Raleigh going north to south. I remember growing up on Kimberly, I could ride my bike to Crabtree Valley Mall just as quickly as I could ride to North Hills, which was a mall back then. So this area essentially sits in between the two, making it a really convenient location. All right, we're back on Kimberly now, and we're actually passing my old house where I grew up there on the right. And we're approaching Coronado on the left. We're going to take a left on Coronado, and we'll take that to Chestnut Hills. To go up Coronado, I want to point out all the homes on the left have woods behind them that the city of Raleigh owns. It's marked Greenway, so I don't expect it will be developed and will remain a natural buffer behind these houses on the left. And you can see the yards are nice, with a nice mix of older homes combined with some new construction. Okay, as we arrive at Cranbrook, this is where Chestnut Hills begins. And you can see all the new construction. And so we're going to continue up this road, which will take us to Shelley Road. And Chestnut Hills actually continues across Shelley Road, but we'll be taking a right on Shelley and cutting back in toward the North Hills Club. But I just wanted to point out the new construction you see here does continue on the other side of Shelley Road. As we cut back into the neighborhood, we'll pick up Manchester right behind the North Hills Club. And this is really the other side of Cranbrook that we initially didn't go down. The assigned schools for the neighborhood are Brooks Elementary, Carroll Middle, and Sanderson High School. Of course, if schools are an important part of your purchasing decision, I do recommend that you go to the Wake County Public School website and use their lookup function to confirm the schools for both the current school year and the following school year. All right, here's a quick look at the North Hills Club, which is the premier swim and tennis club in the neighborhood. And it's nicer than the Northbrook Club because it has lots of tennis courts as well as dining. So it's more of a social club with a larger pool area as well. All right, we're pulling into Stiller Drive right now, just off Northbrook Drive, and this is Briarcliff. There are around 68 homes in Briarcliff, and the neighborhood was built around the same time as North Hills and Chestnut Hills, or maybe just a couple years later. But it's a really nice neighborhood that just flows right into North Hills. So again, I think it makes sense to combine this one with North Hills. With all the neighborhoods we've seen today, There is city water, sewer, and gas, and no HOA fee. Hey, it's Will Wofford with Berkshire Hathaway York Simpson Underwood Realty again. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed my video on North Hills. If you have any questions about this neighborhood or any other neighborhoods in Raleigh, please feel free to reach out to me and I'd be glad to help you. If you like the video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. And thanks so much for watching.